As I mentioned in the last video, there was another lot of shirts that was coming through, and this is them. This is the one design. I quite like this one. The only thing that I'm not particularly happy about is the fact that it's quite wide across the chest. So I think I might have possibly got the wrong size, but you know, it's quite a nice design. I quite like the look of that. And then the other one that I got was this one, and I really like this. I think it's a really cool design. You don't often see such big patterns like this. So I really like this one. So let's talk about the quality. I've got to be honest, I'm still not entirely happy with the quality of those shirts in terms of the print. But I think what that means is that I need to adjust my expectation for the price we're paying. At the end of the day, you guys aren't going to pay $100 for a shirt. I wouldn't pay $100 for a shirt. So if they're going to be relatively cheap shirts, the print quality is going to be relatively cheap too. But the one thing about those shirts that I do like and why I will sell those is that the fabric is a very, very thin fabric. It's called Tri-Blend. And basically for me, in that hot, humid shop, the one that I was talking about in the last video, those shirts are cool. I can use those. So I guess the point is that I'm going to sell these for a market that is going to be in hot, humid shops or hot, humid environments. I'm following up on a potential opportunity today. There's a timber studio in Townsville, not too far from here, and you can hire their studios for a relatively good price. And in their studios, they have all like the big tools, your big planers, your big drum sanders. So yes, I'm gonna go have a chat to the owner today and hopefully see if I can film in the property, in the studios, because I've got a couple of projects in mind that I'd really like to be able to use some of those big tools for. But this is the type of thing where even if nothing comes of it in terms of using the premises, at least I'm meeting people here in Townsville, in the field, so whatever happens, it will be a good connection to have. I'm surprised it's in such a big residential area. There it is. Don't know how much filming I'm going to be able to do, so I don't know what it's like in there, and I don't want to scare the people too much, so we'll see how this goes. I think I might have just found my happy place. There is so much amazing timber in there, and there's a lot of good tools, but it's just such a cool vibe. There's so many people making all this cool stuff. There's just that real creative work ethic going on, so I'm gonna need to find some time off work to come in and spend a day here. I'm not sure if you're gonna be able to hear this, but listen to the motor as it starts up. It sounds like there's a piece of paper or something in the motor. Have a listen. Right, so it sounds like there's something really loose in there. I've just had a look, and you won't be able to see this on camera, but a cockroach has crawled through here and in there, and there's a propeller or an impeller, I'm not sure which one it is, but anyway, there's a spinning fan here, and it's a bloody cockroach spinning around on the inside of the motor. I don't know how I'm going to get this guy out. I'm going to either take the motor apart, or try and pull him through the grates, but yeah. Cockroaches. I'm not normally the guy who kills bugs. I'm not a big fan of doing that. But when it comes to flies, mosquitoes, and cockroaches, like that's where I draw the line. I've just finished the last light box, which was this one over here, and I made that into a project video. I might do a couple more because I've got these wall plugs drilled into the wall over here. There's one there, there's one there. And because this is a rental, I obviously can't make any holes in that wall, but they're already there, so I could use them. So I could put a few boxes around, but for now, I'm just going to use this. Of the two, the orange, well, in this picture it looks very yellow, but it's supposed to be orange, is actually, I think, a lot nicer than the blue. But because the orange is so close to yellow, it just looks like a very, very warm white. So the blue is a real contrasting color compared to all the other colors in this room. So I'm going to stick with the 2 blues and then the 1 orange. So after what I said in my last video about there being no rain in Townsville, and that is the dry tropics, it's rained so much this weekend. It's coming down quite hard at the moment now, which is great to see. It's not monsoonal rain, so it's not what you'd expect from Townsville, but it's a lot more than we've seen in a while, and it's a lot more rain than I've seen personally in a very, very long time. The last thing that I want to mention before uploading this video is to say a very, very big thank you to Fiona Sullivan. Fiona is my first patron over on Patreon, and it just means so much to be supported in that way. So Fiona, thank you again. I really do appreciate it. So that's it, guys. I hope you have a very good start to the week, and I will talk to you soon.